just came back from to Nantes to keep going with my driving lessons. I want to finish with that, because it's been almost like 3 months or 4 months. I keep coming to Nantes and I'm just tired already. This is not a city for me. It's very calm. This is obviously not Paris, where you got a lot of stuff to do. You can go somewhere, you can stroll around and see galleries, or you can even just stroll around, see the architecture of the city, of the buildings. It's actually not the same here, because I feel like I'm in a little village, but of course it's not a village. Nantes is not a village at all, but I feel like I'm in a little village, and I need to get back in the city, where things happen. So that's why I was like, okay, let me come back to Nantes and just finish with my driving lessons. I think I still have some few hours to achieve, and hopefully I'm gonna complete them maybe by the end of this month. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go back and forth from Paris to Nantes to Paris. That's what I'm gonna do. And today I got my auntie got a friend, and she wants to show around Nantes a little bit because she doesn't know the city. And since my auntie is busy working, she asked me to go with her friend outside, just stroll around a little bit, just show her how the city is. Boring to myself, if you ask me. So I'm gonna stroll around with her. I'm gonna also show you guys the city, show you guys a little bit of what it looks like, and yeah, that's it. Now we are at the Passage Pomeray. Never been here before. It's actually my first time. It reminds me of Paris a little bit, with these architectural, like old architectural designs. Remind me of Paris sometimes, and Haussmann, the guys who was responsible for the Paris architecture. As you can see by yourself, looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I love it. Here we are at the slavery exhibition. They talk about slavery. They talk about the route those boats used to take to take slaves way back from Africa to Americas, everywhere in Europe also. So as you can see, it goes from there, the coast of Africa, to there, America, etc. You know. So it's the museum, the exhibition of slavery. So you should check it out too. I think you'll love it. Okay. Last time I was in the train, and I thought about a new subject. No, and I was actually watching one of my videos, and I was telling myself, "Oh, I should improve on that," because I feel like sometimes I talk and I don't fully say what I gotta say. You know, I don't really spread the message as I want to spread it. You know, as I want to say it. And I forget a lot of things, and I was like, man, I should actually work on that. What can I do to work on that? I started taking notes. And I was like, man, I want to go deep into it. So I started actually writing down like a script. You know, I started writing down stuff. You know, I was about to write down like few big a few little stuff, few big points that I want to say, that I want to express, you know. But I finally I ended up writing a whole script, you know. And I got this right here. And the thing is, I wanted to talk about the fact that I don't want to be average. You know, I don't want to be average in life. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to do things. I don't want to make moves like everybody, you know. I don't want to have an average life, you know. I want to be special because I'm special, you know. I know I'm special. I don't even feel no more, you know, because sometimes people say, I feel like I'm special. I don't feel special. I know I'm special, you know. So in that case, I know I deserve a special life, you know. That's how it is. And so I started writing down some little notes, and I ended up writing a whole script. And what it says was, this is it right here. You see, I am more than average. What I was actually saying was, I have always seen myself doing extremely well in life as long as I could remember. When we are young, we usually see no limitations towards ourselves, you know. Because when you're young, you're reckless. You just want to do things. You just want to act. You don't think about limitation. You think everything is possible. Because they don't put that in your mind. The limitations come from the scarcity mindset. You know, and you get that scarcity mindset uh, with the way you live your life, with all the adversity you go through life. You get to see through life. All your struggles, etc. That's where you get the scary mindset, and that's how you get your limitation setting up in your mind. So, as I said, when we are young, we usually don't see no limitations towards ourselves. Let me tell you that I grew up in this unlimited mindset. It is almost like you knew you could fly as a bird, but no other bird ever told you you could. This is exactly how I felt. I've always felt like I could literally, like I was a bird, like I was free. Like freedom was my second name, like for real. Like I can do whatever. So when you know you are unlimited and you have no limitation, you can do whatever, you always, even though people don't tell you that, you it's like you've been knowing that. It's like you've been living like that for days. That's actually how I feel sometimes. I feel like I'm so special that I can do whatever, and I will have no limitation, not at all. So I was writing down. um okay, let me continue. It is almost like you knew you could fly as a bird, but no other bird ever told you you could. You know, what I meant to say is that it's something that we carry within us from day one. That's something from day one. Nobody has to tell you that you are special. Nobody has to tell you that you have no limitation. You know, you know it from day one. And this is how it is. This is how life goes. And this is how everybody should be. But people us out of the scarcity mindset. Actually, it's our parents, it's our family. From our little age, our parents try to give us those limitations. And we all face that, especially when you wanna take a different path. You feel like sometimes people don't really understand you, especially your parents, because they love you actually. So it's normal, but they got their own limitation, their own scaredness, and they wanna put it up on you. And you grow with it and you pass it on to your future children. So and I said everybody's born with light, with an energy, with a God-given ability. We are all born with a gift. Like everybody's born with a gift. Everybody's born with a special ability that you are born to do. That's why I always say we all are different. We all are special. You should always recognize that you have that energy within you. And I said it's time to sit down. It's time to sit down, relax, talk to yourself, and hear what your mind tells you. You know, it's time for you to finally let that inner voice speak, so you can finally set yourself free and live your life at your own pace and on your own time. And what I meant by that is, as long as you don't free yourself from those limitations, you won't really be able to live your life at your own time, at your own pace, the life you really want to live. Because you're always going to feel like you are entitled to you're always going to feel like you are entitled to fulfill somebody else's dream, somebody else's vision, or like literally vision upon you, toward you. So especially our parents, sometimes our parents want us have a vision of us they want to put up on us, but they don't know we are a separate human being from them, and we think differently. We are special in our own way, and sometimes we don't want to take the path they literally paved for us, or they taught for us, because we are different, and this is how it is. We don't have the same We don't have the same environment. We don't grow up. We didn't grow up with the same abilities, with the same mindset, with the same difficulties, with the same people. We knew with the same everything. Even your siblings, you can have siblings and still have a different thinking way of thinking because you are different. You are separate human beings. You are separate souls. So it's okay to be different. It's okay to not want something that all of your siblings want and all of your parents want because you are different and you should accept that. Everybody should accept that they are different. Let me continue. I always knew I was destined for success, and I am currently right now working toward my goals and destination. I feel like that's something that everybody should say to themselves. We are always destined for a great life, for a different life, for happiness, for joy. But you gotta be able to accept that. You gotta be able to accept yourself. You gotta be able to work on your path. You gotta be able to have a vision, to have a clear mind, to know where you want to go, to know your goals, to accept the fact that you are different and you're gonna sometimes do things different from the people around you. That's why it's so important to have the right environment, because when you get a right environment and the right mindset, you can go toward your goals. You have no limitations, literally. That's why it's so important to focus on who you hang out with. It's so important, so important. And what's so important also is your inner peace, so that nobody can disturb you, nobody can derail you off your path, off your way. And let me continue. Most of the time, it's something that we all feel, but as we age, life gets tougher, and we tend to act like everyone else does. That's what I said before. That's what I said earlier. Literally, we grew up with no limitation, with great abilities, with a vision, with the mind full of, with a colorful mind, as I said. But as long as we age, we get difficulties of life. Those people we see, the responsibilities, work, etc. And we tend to bend under society pressure, and that's how we finally get to have an average life, to hang out with average people, to have an average mindset, to have average habits, to eat poorly, eat burgers all the time, pizza all the time. We don't care about your health, drinking alcohol, smoking, etc. That's how you get to do it, because you don't actually have enough self-control, enough mind control to say that, okay, now I need to focus on myself. I need to do what's good for me. I need to act accordingly to my vision. Let me keep going. I kept saying that you gotta believe in yourself. I said it 3 times. You gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself. It's so important. We always gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't do anything. Like, you're gonna be average. You're gonna be average. So please believe in yourself. Because me, I do believe in myself. I'm ready to go to war with everybody. Like, literally, I'm ready to go to war with everybody around me. If you don't align with my vision, if you want to stop me from my goals, if you want to slow me down, I get you the fuck out of my life. I don't fucking care. Because I know it's my life. And I live it the way I want to live it. I'm the main character in my own life. And I got my vision. If you don't want to act accordingly to my vision, you out. Like, I don't play with my vision. That's how you gotta be. You gotta be very confident. You gotta be confident enough to always defend yourself. If people wanna take you down, people wanna downplay you, you gotta tell them, like, no, I don't play with my goals, and I don't put those limitations on me. Because it's not up to me to leave off your limitations. Please get away with me from that. And I said, let me continue. I said, Oh, I said shout out to one of my friends. He's into self improvement a lot, and he also has that sentence at the end of almost all of our conversations. This is the way. Yeah, that's something he keeps telling me. One of my friends keeps telling me, brother, this is the way. Whatever you do, especially when we talk about gym goals, he's always like, okay, bro, this is the way. Or when he sees me posting stuff on Instagram, videos on Instagram about me being in the gym, about me making music, working on myself, he's like, this is the way. And what I love about him is he's also very dedicated to his goals. And he posted one thing, a sentence today on his Instagram story, and I was like, "This is really the way." He said something like, "What he said?" He said it was a phrase on his story timeline, and he said, "Why do you look backward? You gotta go forward. There's nothing to look behind. You know, why do you look behind? There's nothing to look behind. You gotta look forward, because life is forward. What's backward, what's behind has already passed. You shouldn't care about that anymore. At least you should only care about that if you want to learn from your lessons, and but or your mistakes. But aside of that, you shouldn't focus on that. You should focus on what's forward, and that's what he said, and I love that. And also, let me keep going. When you want to elevate yourself and have a better life, you can't cheat. There is no cheat code and nothing but the grind. Yeah, and nothing but the grind. And nothing but the grind. No cheat code. And no other way than getting out of your comfort zone. If you want to grow, you should always get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you look at me. Look at me right now. I'm in a park. Got like several people in front of me watching me, and I'm just doing my thing, because it's part of the growth, it's part of the construction, it's part of the person you finally destined to be, and in order to be that, you gotta be able to grow out of all those obstacles, all those the people trying to, oh, what's he doing? What does he talk in front of a camera, Like, what is that? What is it doing actually, And people are always gonna do that, but you shouldn't care because you're doing you. You're working on you, and you gotta be very comfortable. You gotta be very confident within yourself to do that, And I always say, as long as you're confident, people are always going to follow, no matter what you do. As long as you're very confident, people are always gonna follow. So you shouldn't really care about it. What you care about is doing you. Make sure you're doing you. Make sure you build yourself, Make sure you build very good habits. Make sure you take care of your health. Make sure you take care of your body. Make sure you take care of your image. Make sure you take care of your finance. Make sure you take care of your goals. Make sure you take care of your future, That's how it is. Let me keep going. And I said, when you want to elevate yourself and have a better life, you can't cheat. Yes, that's what I say. There is no cheat code and nothing but the grind. Any other way than getting out of your comfort zone. And I'm telling you, it's lonely on the road to your self-improvement. The path is very lonely. Not everybody is going to understand why you're changing, why you don't want to go out for a drink no more as you used to, why you stay locked in and work, why you barely see people, why you go to the gym almost every day of the week, why you don't watch Netflix all day long and nights during the weekends. That's how it is. The self-improvement world is so lonely, and people gonna see you grow. They won't even want to see. They won't even gonna see you grow. They're gonna see you change, and they're gonna say, "Oh, he's changed. Like, you've changed. Something is different. Like, why don't you want to hang out no more? Why we don't see you as we used to, Why don't you hang out with us no more? Why don't you why don't you why don't you go to those parties no more? Why don't you travel with us no more? Why don't you like eat bullshit no more? Why don't you do that? Why do you go to the gym every day? Why you gotta do that, They're always gonna like see that you're gonna distance yourself from not from them, but from their habits, and they're gonna be like they're gonna take it personally, you know. And it's okay, because I feel like when we all grown ups. Like I don't hang around no 18, no 17 years old. But I'm telling you, I'm grown, and I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. You know what I mean? So if somebody sees you change, and if they see you don't change in a negative way, because there's a negative changing sometimes, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sticking to your habits, working on yourself, doing whatever you gotta do, having your visions, having your goals, working on them. It means you can't see people as you used to. You know, you gotta be locked in. You gotta stay locked in. You know, and if you got gym partners, it's cool. But me, as an example for myself, I don't have no gym partners, so I go to the gym by myself. You know, I would love to have gym partners, and actually, I don't know, because sometimes it can be very distracting. You know, so I love the fact that I could work on my own. I don't think being a lone wolf is the way. You know, you should never be a lone wolf. But sometimes you gotta just hang out by yourself. You know, you gotta be by yourself. You gotta work by yourself in order to be very focused and work towards your goals. So to me, it's very important. You know, it's very important, and people gonna feel like you've changed, as I say, but it's up to them. It's not up to you, because as long as you're getting better at what you do, as long as you reach your goals, like the rest is not really important like that, you know. Because you know what I've understood about life is that the more important people are always gonna be around. They're gonna have their thoughts about you. They're gonna tell you, "Oh, you've changed. Oh, you've done this. Oh, you've done that. Oh, you're different. Oh, why we don't hang out anymore? Oh, why you don't call anymore? Oh, why you don't send a message anymore?" But at the end of the day, if they are real ones, they're gonna stay around. If they are really real ones, they're gonna stay around, no matter what. You know. So that's why I'm telling you, your core, your core is always gonna be around, no matter what you do. They are always gonna be around. As long as you don't do some bullshit, they are always gonna be around. And they finally will adapt and understand why you're doing that, why you're doing this, your actions, you know. Always. Um Let me keep going. Listen, I remember when I used to be in corporate world, my coworkers used to look at me like a little weirdo sometimes, because I never had anything to say about the new series out or the latest movie in the box office. I used to tell them I don't watch Netflix because I don't have time, and they will ask me what do what I do during my spare time. They will ask me what I do during my spare time, because I don't watch Netflix, I don't watch movies, I don't do nothing like that, because I was way too busy pursuing my goals, my dreams, you know, making music. As I always say, I'm making music, or I'm working on myself, so I don't have time to watch Netflix all day or the weekend, you know. So I felt like I was always a weirdo, you know, when I was with my coworker and used to ask me, do you watch that movie? Do you watch that series?" And I was like, "Bro, I don't watch that at all. I don't watch none of that. I don't watch none of that because I don't have time. I really don't have time for that. I really don't have time to watch all that. You know, really don't." So they used to always be like, "This is a bit weird. What do you do during your spare time?" And I was like, "Man, I'm working on myself. I'm going to the gym, man. I'm going to the gym, man. I'm working on my music, man. I got my emails. You know, I gotta check my emails. I gotta reply to all my emails, all my messages, man. I'm working on myself, man. I'm working on myself. I don't got time to go to the movies, etc. I mean, it's cool. It's very cool, but I don't have time for that. You should understand that. That's why I say, when you are really focused, when you are really in the grind mode, you're gonna feel like a weirdo sometimes. You're gonna feel like you don't live like the rest of the people. You're gonna feel like you are different. Even in some conversations, sometimes you're gonna feel like you are weird, because you're gonna be so out of the world. Me, I know I'm in my own bubble sometimes. I live in my own bubble, like literally out of this world. You could literally have like a war in this country. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I am so focused. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I am so focused on myself that you literally can have war, and I will go out of my apartment, buy bread, buy some milk, buy some eggs, have a breakfast in the morning without even knowing, you know. And this is it when you are very focused on yourself. You don't have time for nothing else. And let me keep going. I'm almost done. I've always been a goal driven type of person, so I've always been locked in. When I was in high school, I wanted to play in the NBA. Yeah, I wanted to play in the NBA when I was in high school because, like, as long as I can remember, I've always been a goal-driven type of person. Like always, I used to stay on the basketball court like 24/7 during the summer. During the summer, it was like grind mode. I was working on myself. Always, excuse me, I was always working on myself. I was always on the basketball court, trying these new moves, running, doing whatever. Like, I remember I used to wake up at like during summertime. I'm telling you, this is holidays. During holidays, when you're in high school, you wanna just chill in the house, watching movies, watching TV. Back then we didn't have social media like that, so it was only like TV, video games, etc. But as long as I can remember, I've always been, like as I told you, a goal-driven type of person. Like, I wanted so bad to be in the NBA, and like I would wake up in the morning at like 8 a.m. Like, first of all, during the summer, I knew that it was holidays, so it was time for me to grind. It was time for me to make sure that next time when schools begin, I'm on top and I've improved my game up. I've stepped my game up. So I was like, okay, let me train myself. I was like, okay, I used to wake up at like 8 or 9 in the morning. Go run on the basketball court, and then shoot, dribble, do whatever. Tried different, like all kinds of exercise just to improve my game. And go back to my parents' house like at like 6 p.m., 7, 8 p.m. I used to stay all day in the basketball court. So what I'm telling you is, when you really want something badly, you ain't gonna sleep. You can't sleep. Right now, I can't sleep. I literally can't sleep. I can't, because I feel like, bro, I'm different. I gotta live my life differently. I got goals. I gotta set goals for myself, And soon as I get goals for myself, I cannot sleep anymore, bro. I cannot sleep because I gotta work. I got work to do. I wake up in the morning, I think about that. Go to sleep, I think about that. Like, even when I walk in the street, I'm thinking about vlogging. I'm thinking about music. I'm thinking about my goals. I'm thinking about like a lot of stuff. So I feel like, I don't know about everybody, but me, as long as I haven't reached my goals, I'm not stopping. I will always keep thinking. It would always keep my mind busy. Always keep my mind busy, because it's like an obsession, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with success. I'm obsessed with success. Like, I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with success. I'm obsessed, like, bro, I'm obsessed. Like, I really go on YouTube and watch all these motivational speech. I watch all those podcasts. I watch all those, everything about the business, whatever it's Airbnb, drop shipping, whatever, everything. Like, I'm on it. Like, I watch everything. I watch those guys, those businessmen who've reached their goals. I watch everything because I'm obsessed with success, bro. I'm obsessed. Like, this is if you get into my mind, you're gonna be like, this guy never rests. This guy, the only thing he thinks about is his goals, his dreams, his, like, like for real. I remember when I was in high school, I used to play basketball, and I used to spin my book on my finger around, and my teacher used to tell me, "Hey, you should stop that. You should stop doing that because you're not on a basketball court. You actually are in class, and you should stop spinning your book on your finger like that. Why you do always?" He used to tell me, what do you always wanna act in class like you're on a basketball court? Even the way you walk, it's like you are walking with a basketball in your hand. I was like, sorry, but sorry, sir. I used to tell him, sorry, sir, but I am so obsessed. It was to the point that I had punishments. He used to punish me like, I told you, don't do that anymore, or you get punished. But it was so within me. It was like in my DNA. I couldn't help it but doing it. So I was so motivated, so goal-driven that I was obsessed with my success. I was obsessed with my goals, and I feel like that's everybody. That's how everybody should be. If you really want to be successful, you gotta be obsessed, really obsessed. Let me keep going. I'm almost done. So there was only one place where you could find me, and it was on the basketball court, as I told you. I used to be on the basketball court 24/7 back then, as I told you. I was obsessed with my goals and dreams, as I told you. I'm still obsessed with my goals to this day. I don't call it a dream no more. Yeah, I tend to not call my goals and dreams my dreams no more, because a dream is something intangible. It's something that you can't really reach. It's something that is not real. To me, a dream is something that is not really real. But to me, I'm at the point of my life where I feel like what I want to achieve is so real and it's already there that to me I consider them as goals. So I tend to not say dreams anymore, because to me they are not dreams. It's such part of my reality. It's so part of my reality, like for real, that I feel like those are my goals. Those are not dreams anymore, because I know it's gonna happen. I know success is gonna happen. I know it's there. I can feel it. I cannot touch it right now, but I can feel it. So to me it's not dreams anymore. It's goals. I call them goals. I'm still obsessed with my goals to this day. I don't call it a dream no more. I don't call it a dream no more, because I know it's going to happen. You gotta trust the process. Gotta trust your vision. Gotta trust God. Gotta trust yourself. Gotta trust yourself. Gotta trust yourself. Gotta trust you. Gotta trust you. So that's what I wrote. That's what I wrote when I was in the train. And it's literally one of the message I want to spread today. Believe in yourself. Believe in your goals. Believe in your dreams. And let me tell you something. Nobody's gonna believe in you. Nobody. Maybe your girlfriend from time. Cause let me tell you something. It's a long run game. Long run game, man. Your girlfriend can believe in you maybe for a year or two, but is she gonna still believe in you after 5 years? I'm not saying you should dump your girlfriend. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I want to say is you should only count on yourself. Nobody's gonna believe in you. Like literally nobody. You should count on nobody to believe in you, to believe in your vision, to believe in your goals. Only yourself. As long as you put that into your mind, you can do whatever. You don't care about people's opinion, no matter if they're close to you or not, no matter if you love them to death or not, because no matter what's going on, no matter what's gonna happen, no matter what's going on in my life, and I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna keep going. I don't care if you believe in me, because I believe in myself. You believe in yourself. Peace.
Selfish.